All right, we've got a really interesting opening happening here from our opponent holding white. We keep getting black for some reason. I'm not trying to do that. How should we do this? Maybe get in their way a little bit here. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. This kind of weird stuff happens. Definitely also happens more in the Q levels and lower down. It adds more fun actually to these random matchups. You get a little bit less of that the higher level you go. So yeah. Do I even want to respond to this? I mean, maybe block is okay. It does make the corner more solid.
Yoyomi now starts.
I don't want to block. I don't want to push this way because then they can Hane and start to grow back up onto the third line and connect well to that. I'd rather leave an awkward gap here, right? So don't touch
9,
it.
8, 7, 6.
I don't want to help them have a nice stone relationship, right? So that other push seems wrong. This one, we want to Hane, but what if they cut us, right?
9,
What if they cut us?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's okay. We're getting a lot. Okay, they played this one, but they have a horrible defect left inside here. Absolutely terrible. They needed to push one more time before they play Knight's move. That way, any
9,
cut, they just ladder it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to cut this. There's more elegant ways to take advantage, but let's just cut. The point of this account anyway is to, you know, give some simple ideas and of how to play. And yeah, by the way, I couldn't get a slower game.
9,
So
8.
yeah, I just went for a fast game. Okay, this is going to be pretty easy to deal with because they have a lot of cutting points.
9,
They can't really block because I guess push down was first was a little bit better. Actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, so if we push here and they try to block, we just Atari, and capture. So when we play here, they might connect and go for like a squeeze,
8, 7,
which actually looks good for them. So I'm going to...
4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, let's give them a chance to show us. If they're that smart, then... Actually, no, they can't get a squeeze because after connect, I still have an extra liberty that lets me jump. I was thinking that there was no liberty here, so if I jump, it becomes a crane's nest. So I have to take these while they squeeze me from here and they get a huge influence. But no, we have one extra liberty.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
That move is pretty weird. It gives me an extra forcing move that lets me then therefore capture this Incente. That descend made no sense. Compared to connecting, all that gives white is one extra guaranteed point and they lose this.
9,
It makes no sense.
7.
So now these are dead and we're coming out. That descend just made no sense. This connect also makes no sense. Why not Tiger Mouth? For more reach and claim. Okay. Doesn't look like they can do any
7,
shenanigans. Maybe they think they can. But they can't. I have an extra liberty. Okay, so white's running. That's the happy thing to see. We like when they run.
9.
That sounds like a murderer's phrase.
5,
Oh my god.
4, 3, 2.
That's hilarious. I sounded like an absolute psychopath just now. we
Yoyomi now starts.
like it when they run. Yeah, this doesn't work. It's fine. So here, we're just chasing to make territory as we chase, right? We're not trying to actually capture this group. Could you be any more obvious? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can push. We can also go faster with a knight's move. Even if white pushes and cuts, we can just extend and it doesn't really go anywhere.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah. In this case, I think speed is fine. Actually, okay. I think actually the better shape was to push in this case, actually. Because we have a large jump here, but whatever. We played knight's move. Yeah, I think push was a little bit better.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
All right, we'll just take our territory as we chase. Maybe I'll push once here to make sure there's no eye. Yeah, the game's already almost over because white... the thing about this level is people just keep wanting to save everything no matter what. Like, this was a good example of a group to just give up on sooner and try to just move on with the game. But instead, they just make it bigger and bigger, and we just get all this territory absolutely for free. And after all that, this group is still incredibly weak.
9, 8, 7, 6.
So the problem is that there's just no compromising. Compromise, adaptability, flexibility, these things are extremely important for a,
9,
you know,
8,
as a Go player.
7, 6, 5.
We want to jump when we can jump, but in this case, the wedge was still doing things to us. Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What should we do?
2 Yoyomis left.
This push and cut doesn't work. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really work.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we'll keep attacking this group, I guess. How to do it?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep, expected.
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
It's a pretty big group, so if they want to break out and get a little Ponuki there, I was thinking maybe it was okay. Otherwise, I could just choose a better shape than this one, but yeah. Once they give us these stones, now this shape it's in a really good spot. And we're just building. White doesn't have eyes yet. Yeah, they can cut, but it's not like the cut really does anything. Yeah, cutting us just now would definitely have been putting the cart before the horse. So this was wise. White's almost alive, so we can start to
8,
settle down.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is just creating Miai of this one and somewhere out here. If you just approach, you let them make a bigger corner. This is like kind of a way to punish this shape a little bit. Sometimes you can also attach, like attach and Hane.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Attach can be better. Attach can be better sometimes. Yeah.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empty triangle for the win. So if they Atari and they take a liberty, we still are ahead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might lose these actually.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But those stones actually aren't that big, as long as these ones don't die. So as long as these 4 stay dead, we actually don't need to save those because it's not actually that big. It's like 10 points, right?
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
I think they're trying to make this cut work. What if I cut you first?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You ever think of that? This doesn't work, right? Yeah. GG. This is what happens when you don't read. You play without reading.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you just play on intuition, you can't blame anyone but yourself. I mean, I guess you always can't blame anyone but yourself when you lose a game of Go. But yeah, I mean, nothing to complain about.
8.
I think if I gain liberties with the single stone by doing up 1 or 2 pushes, I can then play a net, and the thinness of the net will not be a problem.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Okay, white's trying to compromise for once. So if I play here, we're still threatening 1, 2, 3, so I can still play this. Don't have to play here right away. No, you can't do that. I think next game we'll start to purposely give them some golden opportunities, and that might be interesting content in its own way. Yeah, okay, starting, well, at least for the next game, and many more in the
9,
future.
8, 7, 6.
I don't think this is that big.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just something here. I think we could have played Boulder here, but I didn't really feel like losing the Byoyomi. So when do I have to start doing something?
9,
I guess right now I have to.
7, 6.
Yeah, they can get those stones, like I said earlier, but doesn't really matter. Okay, so they're threatening to play here and then get into our corner.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, if they threaten, oh, I thought they would go here. Yeah, nothing here is big, is very big anymore, I think. So I'm just gonna play away now. Somewhere here, I guess.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Is that even that big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
11 points.
Last Byoyomi.
What's worth 11 points? I feel like stuff here might be bigger.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We actually don't have to respond to that because these already cannot play here. And that one leads to a snapback that buys us one more turn. So
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess White thought that my move here was threatening this cut. And so they thought they have to go after these now. Yeah, I think we can still ignore. Dun 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 dun.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Look at what happened to White's territory. How big is it for White to do something here?
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to defend that. Yeah, I'm sure that they had some kind of plan to try to make a combination of some sort. Anyway, this White is
9, 8,
quite dead.
7. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Can I play something like this?
9, 8, 7.
I think I
6,
can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll just be simple. We'll just be simple. Okay, maybe patching this up. I don't really mind if White connects there.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
There's some decent endgame here soon, but this seemed more important. Always think of capturing it before you back off, right? That's the right order of operations to think with. And that's how you... Yeah, that's just the right way.
8, 7.
It's the right algorithm. So if we just connect here, White is fully stranded. No need to complicate with any Atari or whatever. You Atari, they can actually counter Atari and then connect and save some.
9,
But this is connected,
7.
and this is not connected to anything. So they're just dead. Yeah. I have a cool Tasuji here. Actually, do I have multiple?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If they try to cut us, they're going to get cut here and destroyed. I'm just wondering what's the best order of moves. I was still looking at the clamp here just for fun. I know it's too fancy
9,
for this, but
7, 6, 5, 4,
okay.
3, 2.
There was actually all kinds of fun with this clamp and then bumping here, but it's fine. Oh, I should have Haned once here first. Now, if I Hane, they can actually respond differently. Oh well. Oh well. That doesn't do anything.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You could just play here, but I don't see how this white could live, so I'm not playing anything. I guess it's just endgame now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing to do. Nothing to do, man. Okay, let's do that one. So taking away this eye means that our push will be Sente, 1 point Sente. Which makes that move kind of worth more than 2 points. Okay, I'm not sure what white's getting at here, but let's just Atari and push. I'm just going to keep responding so that they don't play this out for 1,000 years. Everything is, all the black is connected, so there's really nothing, but let's just play here. Okay, so where did they go wrong? I mean, this is a really weird opening. They're already a bit behind now. And this shape just is not really a shape. Like even if I just play a stone here, which peeps at the push and cut here, white has to somehow awkwardly fix it, and then we can go out. Anyway, I mean, I could also just respawn somewhere here and leave it, and even if white adds a move, it's just not that efficient. But this is not a shape. Like, white pretty much has to sacrifice now. Which, to be fair, does somewhat fix it. This push and cut's actually not, probably not that good for black to do right now. But I just wanted to show the punishment. And I knew that, you know, they probably didn't have a very good plan here. And these players, I already said, right? These players just don't sacrifice. They just don't, like, they don't think of that. They only sacrifice when it's like absolutely 100% immediately visible that they're dead. If there's any amount of reading required to see that they're dead or situational logic, then they try to save it. Only if it's like actually 100.0% dead, then they sacrifice. Yeah, nothing here made sense, really. This is dead. This is yeah. Like all of that fancy peeping and pushing and knight's move, and then all of it's just getting sacrificed. This group is actually better off dead than alive. If white runs it, it just gives a million points of territory. Because white is actually the only weak group here. So the thing is, like, you have to learn how to identify the functions of groups, the importance. Like, what is it about running this group that would be valuable, right? It can't be just for the 2 stones. That's no way to play, especially if you're already SDK. Because all the stones do is add 1 more point to the intersection, which is like, okay, 2 more points, big deal. Does black really want to surround a tiny little micro moyo here? No, right? Black's already alive. It looks like it's a cutting group, right? But it's not, because this 4 stones is dead. So all of this black here is connected because these are dead. So running this out has 0 benefit, like absolutely 0, and only downside, which is giving all these points. Like immediately, right? Immediately we just gained 15 points. Immediately. And this group still is in danger. Now it's even more. Now there's all kinds of ways to try to attack this, but yeah, it's gonna pay us a lot more as well. Now basically we have a moyo out of nowhere, like, because we got these stones. Now we could play anything like whatever, like even if you just put a stone there, that's clearly a moyo now. And we have some potential on this side too. Also, whenever you're going to play a move like this that is technically a dame, right? You need to be sure. Because if you play it and your opponent just easily ignores it, then it's like you pass. It's almost like you pass. Like, what did you do? Right? You need to be really sure in the value of it before you play it. Even this knight's move, right? There wasn't really a plan for if I cut. I'm the only one who checked this ladder. And this ladder. They just they automatically assumed that they have stones, so that it must work, but no. Okay, so don't play on instinct, and you should actually make plans for what if you get cut or like checking ladders. Everything needs to get checked. You have to check it. If you don't read or check those things at all, then you deserve to get captured in ladders and, you know, dead dragons and stuff. That's okay though. Most players are like that at some point in their journey. You just have to train it. You have to train the habits into yourself. Okay, let me know what you guys might have thought was interesting. Since we are having obviously like nothing but absolute landslide victories, which I guess is to be expected. I mean, when I play students around 5Q, 7Q, 8Q, even like 9Q, 10Q, they do a lot better than this. No offense to these opponents, but this is like Fox 5Q, but my 10Q, even weaker than 10Q, they all do better than this when I play even teaching games with them. So I think it's just this constant combination of unreasonable intentions and not reading or checking anything properly. Okay, we're gonna make it more interesting in the next game and more thereafter by holding back a little bit more and also giving our opponents some deliberate golden opportunities. It also might be a good time to start getting a loss or two under our belt. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll answer any questions and, reply to any comments. So it helps out the channel too. So looking forward to those, and I'll see you guys in the next one.